Hey guys, how you doing? FM Dal here and welcome to We're All Wednesday, ain't we? If you haven't already, do the liking and the subscribing. You know what you have to do. I am back. I am back from two things since the last situation. One, I had the dreaded thing, and two, I have also been in Turkey. It's been absolutely unbelievable. But where are we at here? That's what you're wondering, because in real life, it all fell apart for Sheffield Wednesday at the weekend. There was that slight glimmer of hope that we would be in the automatics. It's not looking like that. Fleetwood tonight, if you're wondering when I'm filming this. But yeah, so this is what we go for today. This is the dream. Where are we at here? That's what we've been up to. So you got it by now. Right, so anybody who's been a long-term watcher of the channel, would you like somebody else, or should we always bring this one in? You let me know down there in the comments. Again, if you haven't already, do all the beautiful stuff. And let's bring her in. Kelly! So how's it been going? It's been up and down, guys. We're back to this screen. It's been up and down. I want you to know straight away. We're in fourth. If you couldn't see it straight away on the situation here, let's click league table. We are in fourth. So without going through, because I don't want you to see what we've just done and have it on a low. I want to start here. We're in fourth position. It is super, super tight. That is the thing you need to know about the league this season. It is super tight. Slight change of angle. I'm hoping it's going to make me look a little bit brighter for you guys. But anyway, here we look at the screen. We're on 58. We've just had two massive games, and they haven't gone our way. And I just sort of wanted to tell you that when let's just go to what you normally see. Swafter Sibley made everything good, and we had the transfer window. We moved into a game against Millwall. It's not been going too well against Millwall, is it, Dale? I hate him. I absolutely hate him. Millwall 1-0 loss. And then out of that, we went to a 3-0 loss against Ipswich. The form is just, it's hard to know where we're at. It's really tough with the team, because we come out of that and you think, well, West Brom's going to be a tough one. But new signing Brennan Johnson comes in with a goal. Played amazing. An 8.5 from Brennan Johnson that day. Thought, yes, we're in. We've got it. Moved out of that. We've got Hull. We played Hull. Won 2-0. Massimo and Knight. Two incredible players for us playing on wings. Brilliant. From that to Burnley, who we beat 4-1. And at this point, it was a bit like Sheffield Wednesday in real life. I was starting to think, well, if we win all the rest of the games, we can go up automatically here. We could maybe go up automatically. It was nice to see Sheb score for the first time in forever. It's nice to see Baroja score in this game. He got 2. And I was starting to think that maybe we're on the right path. Maybe we're moving in the right direction. Until we got Derby. And 4-1. 4-1 we lost. We were 3-0 down straight away. Literally, if I showed you that game here live, it would have been one of those awful ones where you see 3 highlights, 3 goals. That's literally the first half. It was horrific. We tried loads of different things. Didn't work out for us. Then we played Millwall. We lost 3-0 in this one. Again, we tried different things. It didn't work for us, which is hugely upsetting for the team and worrying for the team, because it's not what we need. It's not what we need. But we've got games against Blackpool and Watford. That is what we need. Also, something that happened back here, which doesn't come up on any of these things for some weird... There it is. It's on this one. Jamie Vardy got a red card. Now, Jamie Vardy got a red card in the game against West Brom and was missing for all of these games. 4 games he missed. I don't know what he did. Ridiculous. But anyway, Blackpool and Watford today. When you look at the league, that does kind of tell you everything you need to know. Watford are absolutely smashing it, okay? They are, 15 points ahead of the team in third. They're practically already promoted, and we've got 10 games to go. So that's going absolutely swimmingly for them. Where Blackpool... behind my head, but they're bottom, and they're bottom by, well, again, nearly 15 points from the safety. So I think it's 13 points. But you know what I'm saying? These are the two polar opposites. So we've got Blackpool first. Hopefully we can do something against them. We've not, like I say, the losses to Millwall and Derby were really upsetting, because they were both next to us in the league. They're both, if we do make the playoffs and we're getting absolutely trounced by playoff teams, that is not going to look good for us in the long run, is it? So that's something we need to definitely work on. We can still look at the positives with Bree doing very well average rating wise, and Hazard still keeping clean sheets. But when he hasn't been, I don't want to. You're unable to. Didn't want to attend it anyway. Why would I? Anyway, let's get to a game that we do want to attend, and it's our game, and it's Blackpool. Let's do it. before we get back to the game, let's tell you about something that's happened. Tuchel is probably not going to give me any loanies anymore. And I'm not overly happy about it. Tottenham have... they weren't happy with my treatment of home, but they're not happy with my treatment of Agudelo either. This one... I'm playing him in this position, which is the one that we spoke about. We discussed that we would probably play him in. He's played 22 games this season. Okay, 22 games, 21, one off the bench, 2 goals, 2 assists, average 6.8. Very average player for a guy who went for quite a lot of money. They weren't playing him at all since signing there. So he's playing more games than he's played in years. And supposedly, I'm not playing him enough. They're not happy with it. Sometimes on this game, you just think, well, what am I meant to do? If he's not playing well enough, I'm not going to put him in the team. But do I put him back in? What do I do? What do I do? I tell you what I do. I get to the next game. Let's get to Blackpool. And here we are for the game. Hillsborough against Blackpool. Yes, managed by Paul Lambert here. We have gone with Connor Hazard in goal. Don't need to say it. Bree is going to be playing at right back. We got Jarrett Hendricks playing centre back with Clark Salter, and Alberto Moreno at left back. We've been playing Castillo at left back, but he's been useless, everyone. I know that's part on me. He's been decent in this game going forwards on the left. I put him back to left back because he wanted football, and he's just not lived up to it. He's been absolutely useless. By the way, we are playing 4-4-2 with the diamond in the middle. And none of this absolute rubbish that some people are playing at the moment with no striker and doing all these things, which are just game glitches. I refuse to do that. It makes no sense in this world. Really annoys me. Right, but anyway, that's not the... That's for another day. If you want to hear me rant about things, that's for another day. Today is to tell you about the team. Aguirre playing defensive mid. Ronigan Jorgensen and Sibley are playing in the middle. Knight is playing just behind the 2 strikers who are Sieb and Vardy. Vardy is back for today and hopefully going to score loads of goals for us. They've got a mixture of a team, but a lot of players who we should beat. Definitely a team that should be where they are, bottom of the league. Dawson Fish, Corbinu, who's come off the bench a couple of times, doing okay. Simons, Agudelo not getting into my first team, and Parrott is on the bench as well. Let's get to the game. Here we are walking out. You know what? We really need a good performance today. We need to turn the tide because it's so tight up at the top. Kick off that if we don't play well today, we could easily be out of the playoffs. And it's not looking good because they're starting with Hackett on the right, knocking it back to Alexander, and they should be 1-0 up. This has been what it's been like for the last 2 games. For some reason, as you know, I like to build a decent defensive structure. We've not had it for the last 2 games. And if we can't do it today against the bottom of the league team, that is our worry. As Chilvers has it over on the right-hand side, but that's not going to come to anything. Sibley doing a great job there in covering. Back again, and it's them again as it goes in. Hendricks nods it away, and Sieb has the ball. This is a chance maybe on the break as he gives it into Bree. Again, with the assist king of seasons past. Not so much this year, but can he bring it back? He's giving it to Sieb. Sieb's got Vardy in the middle. It's 1-0. It is 1-0. Of course it's 1-0. Jamie Vardy, the Wednesday fan, the Wednesday boy is back and scoring goals. He has been out of the game because of the red card. He's still scoring goals for us this season. That's the most important thing. Sieb does well here, putting the ball in. The number 10 in the box. Beautiful glancing header from the 19, Jamie Vardy. And that is his 13th goal of the season. Come on, boys. Bad signings. Probably Alberto Moreno, I think you would have to say, wouldn't you? This season's been full of bad signings. I don't know. Not been my best. Not been my best. As Bree has it on the right-hand side. What can he do? Chips it into the back post of Vardy. Down to Knight. Bam! It's taken Knight a season or 2 just to get into this team. And now, 12 goals this season from Knight. Another one today, playing in a slightly different position as behind the striker role for him. I know they're bottom of the league, and we shouldn't get too excited because they're bottom of the league. But we have started so well. And Vardy today, back in the team, back in the action, a goal and assist. Come on. Kick off straight away. They're into the action. I had to put my coffee down, which tells you how quick this occurred as Sergeyev has it on the left-hand side, puts it into the box, easily cleared as High has it. We need to do some... God, oh, what a strike. So far in this game, we are seeing... Oh, we're straight back in, actually. Just I was talking, they've edited it over. You can see Blackpool's problem here. We've had 2 shots, we've scored 2 goals. They've had 10 shots, 5 of which on target. They've got nothing. So their defence is an absolute joke as we walk into half-time. 2-0. Not really pleased with how the boys are playing. They're kind of getting away with it, if anything. We've had more possession. We're just not doing enough. So a bit of chat is necessary. Kick off for the second half. Still unpleased with the possession. That's what I went with that time. I thought I'd try and be nice to them. We've had a couple of difficult games with the big defeats, so let's try and be positive. And we'll see how it's working with them as we come back. And the first highlight again is them. It's nearly the 60th minute, or it is this. I never quite understand that. I always go with the number. But Robson and Hazard is easily catching that one. But as I say, for a team who are basically polar opposites here, we have not been dangerous, really. When we've come to highlights, we've had 2. We scored them both. But they've been all over us. We need to work on it. Chilvers back in. Sergeyev is way wide. Way wide. Okay, so this is the moment we are bringing off Jamie Vardy. We've changed the formation a little bit because it wasn't working, really. We weren't getting enough chances. Chilvers has been absolutely all over us. Probably deserves more from his team. So what we've done is we've brought on Corbanu. We're now playing the 4-2-3-1 formation. It's not making a difference, though. Look, we're still being absolutely slaughtered by them coming forwards. We've brought on Agudelo, why not, to play on the right wing. And Sergeyev should score, doesn't again. And we've brought on Corbanu to play on the left. We've taken off Jamie Vardy and someone else. Aguirre is who else we've taken off in this situation. I feel like we should win the game as we come forward. Corbanu still trying to give him a go. Still trying to see if he can become a decent player, really. A player good enough to be playing for us. As it goes over the top for Corbanu right now. Can he get it into the box? And that's why we're not sure about him. Right there. Right there is why we're not sure about him. Very much like a real life with Corbanu. Playing over though to Agudelo. This is his moment. Does he deserve to be playing? That is back to Jorgensen, back to Hendricks. So I love positive football. It's great for us all. It's Agudelo into Sieb if he scores. Ooh, it is. And why did I? Ooh, that is because it was a great ball from Agudelo, and maybe I'm incorrect by not playing him. That's what we could say. As Hendricks played it in here to Jorgensen. Got it out to Agudelo, and he's just seen that out of nowhere. Sieb, it's nice to see Sieb scoring. I still hope he can be a player. We are back. We're actually making one more sub. We're bringing off Sibley, and we are bringing on Simons just to play in the centre as Robson puts it across. I'd really like a clean sheet in this game. As I say, I know they're not the best team, but for our team, from the mentality of our team, I think keeping a clean sheet right now after conceding... after conceding 4 and 3 in the last 2 games, if we can keep a clean sheet today, that would really help confidence within the team, especially going into a game against Watford, who are winning 4-1 right now against the team in second. So if you're expecting anything from the next game, please do lower those expectations. We are riding our luck here, guys. We are riding our luck. It's over. We've got the win. It's in the bag. I mean... 7 shots, 6 on target. I'll take that. This I'm not happy with. They should have scored. We've got a very good goalkeeper, and that does help. But I'm just going to have to tell the guys positive news. Sieb an 8.2 from the goalkeeper. Getting the defenders in the 7s. That's what we're looking for. This is what I'm happy with. Let's get to the next game. It might be a little bit more defensive. So we moved back into third after that performance, which means that other games went in our favour, which is good to see. Our goal difference is okay as well in comparison to, say, Luton and Derby. So it's still all incredibly close in there. Those two playing each other and absolutely being smashed there. Nottingham Forest. I don't think we can catch them. 12 points, 9 games to go. They'd have to have a right fall. We'd have to win basically every other game or every game left. Can't see it, but you never know. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Just want to throw a positive in as a little gap from the 2 games. If you look, Connor Hazard, who's been an incredible goalkeeper for us, but main thing is recently, I think it was in the last month, no negatives. He doesn't want to leave the club anymore, which is a really good positive, but he does short term want the team to win a trophy by the end of the season. Now, I can't see that happening. I don't know how anyone else can, but so that's good to see. Connor is there and he's not wanted by anybody, which is really helping us because a 7.9 for the season. He's doing well. Now, hopefully he can do it in the next game because Wafford are just silly team. Just seen this bit of information and I'm not sure quite why, but Lewis Wing has just retired age 30. And it's absolutely crazy. Why has he had to retire? Like, I know we can't see too much here about what's happened with him, why this has occurred. It's only 2026, so 4 years from now, he's only 30 years old. I mean, What has occurred here? When you look at this, he just went back to Middlesbrough and just didn't play. And then he's left Middlesbrough and not got a team for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, whatever, nearly a year, and decided to retire. Now, Lewis Wing, you weren't the greatest for Wednesday, but you're better than retiring at 30. That's unbelievable. You know when you speak to the media and you think, you know what might be funny? Let's do something a bit different to how I normally talk. And I've just gone, in theory, Watford are boring. Watford are boring. Let's just have a look at how boring Watford are this season, which I'm sure you all are wondering how boring they are. They don't lose at all. I mean, they've lost a couple. But really, 4-1 and 5-2 are the last 2 games that they've played. So let's not get too ahead of ourselves and think we're going to win this one. They are absolutely smashing it. Their players, I mean, you look at their team. They've got Sirkin. If you're here back in the glory days, you'll know exactly all you need to know about him. Nathan Teller. Having Martinelli in the championship is cheating. As decisions go, I'm not sure about this one. They've been a bit strange. It's because it's only 3 days later from the other game, so I had a few injury issues. So I've taken them out because I thought I'd need everybody to be on top form, especially for a game against Watford. They are married, whatever I said, it doesn't matter because we'll talk about us first. It's Hazard, Sorensen playing right back, Hendrickson fish in the middle with Devine on the left-hand side. We are playing a slightly different formation, so it's more of a 4-5-1 today with Massimo playing right wing, Agdello and Sibley are in the middle, Brennan Johnson playing on the left wing, and then Ivan Aguirre is back in a defensive midfield slot. Jamie Vardy, the captain, is up front. The defence has a lot of options for... the defence has a lot of options for us. The defence has no options for us. But the reserves, the substitutes, there are the options. Bree, Corbin, Ubroja, Castillo, Augusto, Parent. That's an unbelievable bench. Tell you what's an unbelievable team. There's Josh Griffiths, what a player. Caleb Allam on loan there. Comas, Avengruber, Sirkin, James Garner, Suarez, who we tried to sign, they got Nathan Teller, De La Vega, Stevanovic, Martinelli. I mean, come on, you are taking the royal mick with this. Let's see what we can do. Let's kill the game. Let's play like Everton, or let's do it better. Let's play like Atletico Madrid. I mean, look at that stadium. It doesn't look anything like Watford, does it? I think that's something that needs sorted. Kickoff for this game in the stadiums. They all look so weird. Why can't we just have them a little bit closer to the realistic stadium? Especially Watford. I mean, they are, if anything, they should have it absolutely smashed on because they are sponsored by Football Manager. So that should be an absolute given. But I tell you what is a given. They'll score from this free kick as it goes in. Oh, Devine off the line. Beautiful. Love to see. As Massimo's got an injury on the right wings, he may have to come off in the game. Massimo has it though. We haven't brought him off. We've left him on to see if he can do anything. Agudelo back into Johnson. Headed. Griffiths makes an easy save. Makes it look harder than it was, I think, there. Sorensen, a right back. What's he going to do? He's gone long, and Massimo's not going to do much with that. As Stefanovic has it on the left-hand side. It's all over the place, to be honest. We need to go over the top. Vardy made a good run there. It wasn't found. He's made it this time. I thought he's offside. It doesn't matter. It's a goal. We are 1-0 up. Jamie Vardy. I mean, Jamie Vardy at Sheffield Wednesday. I would absolutely love this to happen in real life. Brennan Johnson back to Sibley. We've got to try and keep Sibley next season. Very debatable if he was onside there. I wonder if we do see the onside-offside replay, but it doesn't matter to me right now. Here we go. This is the replay we're all talking about here. He is getting away with it, is what I'll say. He's getting away with it. Brilliant. Back, Allen throwing it in. Just so you know, Sirkin is injured. He's had to go off in the game. It shouldn't make too much of a difference to them. To be honest with you, they're still very, very strong, especially bringing on Rijveld. That was as good as I can do. That's what I gave you. Enjoy it. Garner over the top. Stefanovic. Easy save for Hazard. One hard team talk. Okay, I said that they can do a little bit better than they're doing. I don't think they can. It was an absolute lie as we're back and we've given the ball away as Garner back to Comas. Comas over to Allen on the right-hand side. He comes forward. What is the defender doing? I think it's Fish, and he's just not doing anything. Oh, Martinelli. 21 goals this season for Martinelli, and I take responsibility for that. I think that's probably how I spoke to them at half-time. Probably needed to tell them that they're doing amazing and the best team I've ever seen in my life. But we knew this was going to happen. This Martinelli has the we're about to outjump 2 of my players. I'll go straight back from the kickoff as well. And we've just conceded. We don't need to concede directly again. So hopefully this will be in our favour as Sibley turns back. They're all positioned, which means that it's going to be very difficult for us to break them down. We're better on the counter with this formation. But Johnson, who's done well, to be fair to him, puts it across to Massimo, and we're back in. We're back in the lead as Roberto Massimo. And I'll tell you what, Brennan Johnson, when he's been playing, he has looked decent when he started the game. Bringing him off the bench, he doesn't seem to be doing much. But when he's starting the game in this left wing spot, he's done well. And Massimo not taking him off with the injury. He's popped in with a goal. We're back in it. We are back. And we, again, are back for the next highlight. There's been quite a lot in this game as we try and defeat this team who are flying high in the championship this season. They are going to win the league and they're gonna... Oh, Martinelli has scored on the rebound. Like, if it was debatable whether the first one went in, to be honest. I thought the first one went in. But he's got the rebound. Loads of goals in the last 3 minutes. I think that's 3 goals in 3 minutes. So it's Martinelli here. He was running through. Brilliant strike. Yeah, it's not in. And then Hendricks does that. So we'll need to have a word with Hendricks. Hendricks on a 5.9, so I've whipped him off. He's off, and Sorensen is moving into the centre-back role. Breeze coming on the right-hand side. I've also taken off... Hold on, we've gone long. I've also taken off the 2 wingers. Augusto's come on, and also we've brought on Castillo to play him in the left wing spot. Let's see if he can do what he did a few years ago. Should have scored, Vardy. What a ball from Bree. And that has to go in from Jamie Vardy. The first thing he's really done wrong today. As we go up the other end, and Stefanovic has it. We're not positioned well. Suarez, it's brutal. This game is brutal. We wanted him. We couldn't get him. He scored against us in the first game against them this season. He's done it again in the second. And, for one moment, really should have scored through Vardy. To the next, they score one, which really should not go past Hazard. Yeah, and that's it. It's full time, 3-2. He didn't bring anything back. And you know what? It's hard to know where you put that. I think we did all right. I think we did fine. I know the stats are all in their favour. I know all those things, but we expected to get absolutely humiliated. We were still in there. Very clinical finishing. That's important. So where are we? Fourth. Fourth is where we are at the end of this episode. But look at how tight that is, guys. I mean, we're 3 points ahead of 8th position. We're 4 points. I mean, let's be honest. Let's look all the way down to 11th. Because that is only 5 points away from us. A 2-game swing. That's worrying. That is very, very worrying. So, 38 games. When do we come back? That's what we're looking at right now. And the answer to the question is we're coming back for the Luton game at home and the Nottingham Forest game. Now, the 2 we're going to come back for. Basically, the reason behind this is if we get rid of these 4 games, we'll kind of know where we sit. These 2 could either, if we're doing really well, be the games that signal us to be in the playoffs, or they could be the ones that take us a long way away. It also leaves us 2 last games behind them with Sunderland and Plymouth there at the very end of the season, just to see where we sit fully. But guys, remember, like, subscribe, do all the beautiful stuff, and hopefully we can make the playoffs. Hopefully we can do it. Thank you so much. We're all Wednesday, ain't we? Toodle pip.